All right, so today we're going to go over the ultimate sales machine. We're going to be going over chapter two, I believe, and um, I already talked about this in the intro video. I also talked about this in video number one. So let's get started. I'm going to give you an overview on my notes and what I learned from the Ultimate Sales Machine, inspired by Chet Holmes. So here we go. These are the chapters in the overview. Chapter one is time management. Chapter two is high standards and regular training. And I believe that's what we're about to go over today. We're going to go over higher standards and regular training. All right. So here we go. Yep, I was correct. High standards and regular training. Here is the overview of the things that we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you my notes and my perspectives on. So, one, two, three, four. This is everything that you're going to learn about. You're going to get my perspective here. And again, if you are interested in the slides, if you're a member, you automatically get the slides. If you want to become a member, just visit remarketingchallenge.com, join the challenge, and we'll tell you all about how you can become a member of our community. This is everything that you're going to learn here. So let's begin. Higher standards, regular training. So here's an interesting stat, right? I always like to talk about one of the things. I always like to talk about 80/20, and the numbers fluctuate somewhat. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down, but generally speaking, right, there's a majority, right, like a major majority, and then there's a minority. And typically the majority is wrong, right? So this is one of the things I talk about, like never follow the crowd, right? Never follow the crowd. If if most people are doing one thing, is likely incorrect, right? If you want to be a high achiever or if you want to achieve success, right? Even if I'm not trying to be religious, but even if you go biblical, they say not a lot of people will enter heaven, right? Majority of them will not enter. All right. So the reason why I mention that is because less than 10% of people are active learners. If you're watching this video, you're taking these notes, you're likely one of the 10, you're part of that 10%, which is an elite group, right? It's an elite group. These are people that want better out of life. They want to succeed. They want success. You are part of that minority, right? And you probably feel like isolated. You probably don't feel like regular, or you probably don't feel like other people, but that's because you're not part of the majority. And that's not a negative thing. It is what it is. You want better. You want to grow. You want to become a better person. So less than 10% of people. Less than 10% of people are active learners and have that active learning mindset. People don't want more. They just want to exist. If you're watching this video, you're not one of those people. You are somebody that wants to achieve more. Number two, we're talking about higher standards and regular training. So, the second item is you always need to be willing to work on yourself and sharpen your skills, right? Most people, like I said, most people are not active learners. So, what is it? What does it mean when you're an active learner? It means that you're willing to go out there and work on your expertise, work on what it is that you know and what you learn, right? Even before I became an entrepreneur, I was always learning. I was watching stuff like Shark Tank, and I was reading books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was reading books. I'm just like, how can I grow? How can I become better? I want more out of life. I don't just want to exist. Don't just want to exist. And later on, I'm going to talk about a little bit about personalities and behaviors in a further chapter, right? If you're watching this video, you likely get outcast, and you're some kind of you seem like an anomaly in a lot of groups. That's because you are. Next, consistent training yields amazing results. So I always talk to, like, I have people that I associate, colleagues, girlfriends, partners, whatever. And one of the things about me is like always actively learning. I find entertainment and enjoyment in learning. Right? Most people, they want to watch Netflix, they want to watch a bunch of YouTube stuff, they want to listen to music that's going to eliminate their brain cells. Well, not me, and not the 10% of people. They have active mindset. So that's why some people, it's like, oh my God, you're so serious. How can you listen to podcasts? How can you learn all day? How can you study all day? Right? You're an anomaly because you want better out of life. And again, consistent training yields amazing results. So this doesn't just apply to your business, this applies across the board. Right? Consistent training yields amazing results. So the more you're consistent about training and learning, the better your results will be. And this is why that small 10%, and they always talk about the risk of 1% and the 1% and blah, 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 is because they're always learning. They're always trying to find a way to get ahead and do better. Right? And one of the ways that you do that is by providing value to other people. And by you providing value to other people, those other people pay you. You understand? So consistent training yields amazing results. Let's move on to the next point. Training boosts confidence and reduces success. Training boosts confidence and increases success. So that is incorrect. Training boosts confidence and increases success. So the more you train, the more you repeat, the more you're out there learning and implementing it is that you learn, the more confidence you will have, the more success you will have. So training is a good thing, right? I'm always signing up for training, coaching training, learning, YouTube videos, all of that stuff, tutorials. I'm always signing up for that stuff because it increases my confidence. Even now, right? I'm doing this presentation because it's a training. It's helping me become a better person and become better in my business. I'm a speaker. So even though I'm a speaker, I still practice, right? This is a form of training for me. And you want to employ and make sure that your workers have some kind of training. You also want to make sure you're getting some kind of training. All right. Number 2, training is proactive. So when you have training, that means anything that comes up, you can be proactive about it. You don't have to react. Training is proactive. So a sales situation, a marketing situation, a business situation comes up, customer service situation. You can be proactive about that situation because you have the necessary training to respond instead of react to that training. Right. Number 2, repetition is key. So the more you do stuff, the better you'll become. That's why I always love doing these presentations. That's why anytime people ask me to speak, absolutely count me in. Count me in because I'm learning and I'm becoming better, right? The more I apply that, the more that I will learn. All right, number 2, role playing is vital. So I used to be petrified to do role playing, right? I used to be petrified. I don't want to do role playing. I first signed up for my first coach and my first mentor. He would talk about training and hot seats. And every time that was mentioned, I froze up. I didn't want to do it, right? Like, why would I act out a fake scenario or a fake situation is how I was thinking about it. But I've become more confident and I start to realize the importance of role playing, right? Because it doesn't matter. Like the training is important, but there's always a real world scenario and we don't know how we're going to react in the real world. And the more closely we can simulate that real world experience with training, the better we will be prepared for when that real world experience does come up. So role playing is vital. This is a key to success. The other reason why role playing is vital because physiology, right? You're no longer just learning, you're out there now, you're doing. And the more senses you involved in something that you're doing, learning, hearing, attitude, energy, emotion, the more effective it will be. Next, hot seats are productive, right? So I just mentioned like training. We used to talk about hot seats and training and role playing. Hot seats are very productive. You get around a particular group of individuals that cares about success as much as you do. Hot seats are important, right? So I'm always willing to volunteer and be part of a hot seat because you get direct feedback in these kind of situations. So don't be afraid to be part of a hot seat and don't be afraid to create hot seats and instill them into your business so you can become more productive. Case studies as training methods. So don't be afraid to use case studies as training methods, right? And in parentheses, it says good and bad. So demonstrate and showcase a positive case study in your business. Demonstrate and communicate a negative case study in your business, right? So you can show people the success and the benefits of each. All right, next, technology training, right? So this is a big one. A lot of us try to avoid technology, and I run a company, Digital Real Estate Strategy, and we specialize in marketing and tech, right? We have an emphasis on tech because tech is vital. A lot of us try to avoid technology as a society, but you absolutely need technology. And anywhere you turn your head, there's technology, right? A lot of times we think about the actual technical devices, but technology is deeper than that, right? The wheel, when they first invented the wheel, that was technology. You understand? When they first invented doors and houses, that was all technology. Technology is vital and it's essential. You can't keep trying to avoid technology, right? So in parentheses, it says text enlargement example. So the author was talking about he would use a word processor. Let's just imagine it was Google Docs. And in order for him to see, right, he would increase the font size. He would increase the font size so he could see it and make it a little bit larger. And it was a headache for him to go up and down, increasing that font size. Then he would have to modify the font size again, go back down so he could then send an email without that enlarged font. And then he got training by, I forget, but he got training and it was like, you know what? You don't have to zoom. You don't have to increase the font size. All you have to do is enlarge your screen, right? All you have to do is zoom in and then you can see what it is that's happening on your screen. So, technology training is vital. Don't be afraid of technology. Don't run away from technology. It's important. Workshop training. Workshop training is important. There's one thing to do training, but workshop training is work. One of the constant themes throughout this book is implementation. Go out and implement, right? And one of the best ways that you can implement is you come together in a group collectively, right? This is why masterminds are so vital and so important. You workshop it out, right? I have a challenge in the upper right of my screen. That is a workshop training because workshops are effective. Doesn't matter what you learn. We already know the stuff that we need to know. Now it's time to go out there and implement. And workshops is one of the ways that you effectively implement. So workshop trainings, instill that into your business. Train constantly with enthusiasm and professionalism. Don't be So make sure you train with enthusiasm. Make sure your training is fun, exciting. Make sure people enjoy your training, right? A lot of times we think of training is like, oh my God, it's boring. It's a dread. Make sure training is fun. Encourage training, right? Make it so that people want to do the training. Make it fun. All right. So conclusion. These are the conclusions. Less than 10% of people are active learners. Don't be part of the majority. Be part of the minority. Always be willing to work on yourself and sharpen your skills. That's self-explanatory, right? If you're watching this video, you made it to the end, you're one of those people. Consistent training yields amazing results. The more consistent you are with that, the more results you will get. Training boosts confidence and reduces success and increases success. Training is proactive. You don't have to react. You can now respond. Repetition is key. Don't be afraid to repeat trainings. Role playing is vital. It's highly important that you do role playing and workshops. Role playing workshops, hot seats are productive. Case studies and training methods, right? Show your customers, show your prospects, show people what it's like to do a for an ideal situation, ideal customer, and then also show them the bad. Do a compare and a contrast. Technology training. I talked about that text enlargement example. That was a big deal, right? You got an employee, actually a leader of a company, he keeps like zooming in on the font size or increasing the font size instead of just zooming in on the screen so he can see a little bit better. So technology is overwhelming, but if we employ and we showcase technology training, it doesn't have to be nearly as overwhelming. Workshop training, this is vital. Make sure you go out there and do workshops. Speaking of workshops, don't be afraid to take us up on our offer. We have the Real Estate Marketing Challenge. This is a challenge that helps you implement effective marketing into your business. And to learn more about that, all you have to do is scan the QR code in the upper right or visit remarketingchallenge.com. All right, so that was the summary of higher standards and regular training. With that, I have a special offer for you. If you want to increase your marketing, you want to do more real estate deals, I have what is called my 5-day real estate marketing implementation challenge. And this challenge, right? This challenge allows you to implement effective marketing into your business. So if you don't know already by now, my name is Jerome Lewis. I am the CMO of Digital Real Estate Strategy. I have an excellent training for you. It is called my Real Estate Marketing Implementation Challenge. This implementation-based challenge makes it simple for you to make a consistent, more predictable income as a real estate entrepreneur. Guess what? Guess what that does? That makes it so you can close more deals effectively. And if you close more deals, guess what you do? You make more money. So claim your access now and we can get started immediately. Here's what you get. You get 5 days live training with me, yours truly, right? 5 days training, 1 hour per day. And we're going to help you implement right away, right? It's essential that you do that. We just talked about the importance of workshops. We just talked about the importance of role playing. We're going to help you implement so you can get effective leads into your business. Also going to give you the workbooks, right? So we give you an active workbook that you can use in your business so you can document things and take notes. This is essential and is a huge part of your business, the implementation, right? Next, I'm going to give you our ultimate real estate goal and business planner. That's a $997 value. I'm going to give you our ultimate real estate marketing implementation guide, $197 value. Our real estate deal acquisition secrets book, $99.97 value. We give you our real estate marketing implementation plan. This is a template that you can use to implement effective marketing in your business. You get a template. 11 social media mistakes that are killing your real estate business as a report. Key strategies that you need to know about marketing implementation. Video marketing implementation masterclass, so you can learn everything that you need to employ effective video marketing into your business. Our marketing implementation masterclass. Our social media for real estate mini course. Our Facebook ads for real estate masterclass series. There are over 10 videos in that series alone. Your price today, only $47. So, sound good, but what's the catch? Here's the catch. I am doing this because I am tired of people lying. I am tired of people not giving you the proper tools to succeed. And one of those tools that you need to succeed is implementation. So I'm here to give it to you. Next, I genuinely want to help as many people as I can, because the more I help, the more value I bring, the better off you will be. Now, a lot of people are doubtful because there are a lot of lies being told, and I completely understand that. So here's what others are saying about me. The bottom line, right? There's some proof, and I'm not going to lie to you. These are some of my testimonials, right? These are just a few testimonials that you can read and you can check out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 more, just so you can kind of see general feedback. And then that's just a handful of those testimonials. So we have over 250 reviews, and you can go check out our Google listing for your own research. All right, so here's what you need to do to register. You can get started right away. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. And if for any reason you don't love it, guess what? I'll give you 100% of your money back. You can go through the whole 5 days and say, I didn't like this, and I'll give you your money back. I'll give you your money back. I know the value is there. Here's just a fraction of what you're going to get with the Real Estate Marketing Implementation Challenge. So here's what you get. 5 days of live training, right? That alone worth over $3,900. We're going to give you our implementation workbook for that's a $197 value. I'm going to give you our ultimate real estate goal and business planner. I'm going to give you our ultimate real estate marketing implementation guide. We're going to give you our real estate deal acquisition secrets book. You're going to get our real estate marketing implementation plan template. You're going to get 11 social media mistakes that are killing your real estate business, key strategies you need to know about marketing implementation, video marketing implementation masterclass, our marketing implementation masterclass, social media for real estate mini course, Facebook ads for real estate masterclass series, and much, much more. Total value, over $5,256.97. Your price, only $47. So let me help you with your lead generation and marketing. This way you can close more real estate deals. All you have to do is click the button below. There's a link in the description, or visit remarketingchallenge.com and you can get started. So with that, next video, we will be going over effective meetings. And just so you can kind of see here, these are some of the points that we will be addressing. Enough of that. I appreciate you watching. My name is Jerome Lewis, and I will see you on the inside. Bye-bye.